In the heart of a distant land, beyond rolling hills and shimmering lakes, lay the enchanted forest of Eldoria. This was no ordinary forest, it was a realm where time slowed, and nature's whispers held secrets of the universe. Here, ancient trees stood tall, their leaves shimmering in hues of emerald and gold, casting a soft, enchanting glow upon the forest floor. Elara, a weary traveler, arrived at the edge of Eldoria as the sun began its descent. She was a wanderer, driven by a restless heart and a yearning for peace. Her journey had taken her across vast deserts, over towering mountains, and through bustling cities, but none had offered the solace she sought. She had heard tales of Eldoria's magic, of how it could heal the soul and bring peace to restless hearts, and so she had set out to find it. As she stepped into the forest, a gentle breeze greeted her, carrying with it the fragrance of wildflowers and the sound of distant melodies. The air felt different here, lighter and filled with a sense of timelessness. Elara walked along a narrow, winding path, her footsteps silent on the moss-covered ground. Each step seemed to draw her deeper into a world where the ordinary laws of nature were suspended, and magic was an ever-present force. The trees of Eldoria were ancient, their trunks thick and gnarled, their branches reaching high into the sky. Some trees had bark that shimmered like silver in the fading light, while others were adorned with leaves that glowed softly, illuminating the path ahead. As Elara walked, she noticed the flora around her flowers with petals like delicate silk, their colors shifting subtly in the twilight vines that twisted gracefully around tree trunks, their tendrils gently swaying as if in response to an unseen rhythm. The deeper Elara ventured, the more she felt the forest's magic working upon her. Her weariness began to fade, replaced by a growing sense of tranquility. The burdens of her journey seemed to lift from her shoulders, and her mind, once clouded with worries, became clear and calm. She felt a connection to the forest, as if it were a living, breathing entity that welcomed her into its embrace. After a while, she reached a small clearing where a crystal-clear stream flowed gently, its waters sparkling like liquid silver under the fading light. The stream's gentle murmur was like a lullaby, soothing and melodic. Elara knelt beside the stream and cupped her hands, taking a sip of the cool, refreshing water. As she drank, she felt a soothing warmth spread through her body, easing her fatigue and calming her mind. It was as if the water itself was imbued with the magic of the forest, purifying her spirit and filling her with renewed energy. Nearby, an ancient oak tree stood majestically, its massive branches forming a natural canopy. The tree's bark was rough and weathered, its surface etched with patterns that seemed to tell stories of ages past. Elara decided to rest beneath its protective embrace. She settled down on a bed of soft moss, the tree's bark against her back, and gazed up at the sky. The first stars began to twinkle, their light mingling with the fireflies that danced in the evening air. The sky was a deep, velvety blue, and the stars shone with a brilliance that seemed almost otherworldly. As she closed her eyes, Elara felt a presence, not alarming but comforting. She opened her eyes to see a figure standing before her. It was an old woman, her hair silver like moonlight, her eyes deep and wise. She wore a cloak of leaves that rustled softly as she moved. The woman had an air of timeless wisdom about her, as if she had witnessed the rise and fall of countless civilizations. "Welcome, Elara," the woman said, her voice like the rustling of leaves in the wind. "I am Thalindra, the guardian of Eldoria. What brings you to our sacred forest?" Elara, surprised but not afraid, replied, "I seek peace and healing. My journey has been long, and my heart is heavy." Thalindra nodded, her eyes filled with understanding. "You have come to the right place. Eldoria offers solace to those who seek it with an open heart. Close your eyes, dear one, and let the forest speak to you." Elara did as she was told, closing her eyes and taking a deep breath. She listened to the sounds of the forest, the gentle rustling of leaves, the distant call of an owl, the soft murmur of the stream. Slowly, a feeling of tranquility enveloped her, as if the forest itself was cradling her in its embrace. In her mind's eye, Elara saw visions of the forest's history. She saw the birth of Eldoria, when the world was young and magic was woven into the fabric of the earth. She saw creatures of myth and legend, unicorns and griffins, dragons and fairies, all living in harmony. She saw the seasons change, from the vibrant greens of spring to the fiery reds of autumn, each cycle a testament to the eternal dance of life. Time lost its meaning as Elara drifted deeper into the forest's memories. She felt her worries and fears melt away, replaced by a profound sense of connection to the world around her. It was as if she had become one with Eldoria, her spirit intertwined with the ancient magic that flowed through its veins. After what felt like both an eternity and a single moment, Elara opened her eyes. The sky was now a tapestry of stars, and the forest was bathed in the soft light of a full moon. Talindra stood beside her, a gentle smile on her lips. "Thank you," Elara whispered, her voice filled with gratitude. "I feel renewed." Talindra placed a hand on Elara's shoulder. "Remember, the peace you seek is always within you. Eldoria has simply reminded you of its presence. Carry this feeling with you, and know that you are always welcome here." With that, Talindra faded into the night, leaving Elara alone beneath the ancient oak. Elara lay back down, her heart light and her mind at ease. She closed her eyes once more, and as she drifted off to sleep, she felt the gentle lullaby of the forest wrap around her, guiding her into a realm of dreams where she wandered freely, at peace with herself and the world. As Elara slept, she dreamed of Eldoria. She found herself walking through the forest once more, but this time it was a place of even greater beauty and wonder. The trees were taller, their leaves more vibrant, and the air was filled with the songs of countless birds and the hum of unseen creatures. Elara felt a sense of joy and freedom, her steps light and her spirit soaring. In her dream, Elara came across a hidden grove, a place of extraordinary magic. The grove was surrounded by a ring of ancient stones, each one carved with intricate symbols that glowed softly in the moonlight. In the center of the grove stood a magnificent tree, its branches reaching up to the heavens. The tree's leaves were a deep, shimmering gold, and its trunk seemed to pulse with a warm, inner light. Elara approached the tree, feeling its magic resonate within her. She reached out and touched its bark, and in that moment she felt a surge of energy, a connection to the very heart of Eldoria. She understood that this tree was the source of the forest's magic, its roots extending deep into the earth, drawing upon ancient forces to sustain the enchantment that permeated Eldoria. As she stood there, Elara heard a voice, soft and melodic, echoing in her mind. It was the voice of the forest, speaking to her in a language she did not know but somehow understood. "Elara, you are a part of Eldoria now. Our magic flows through you, and your spirit is forever linked to this place. Whenever you seek peace, return to this grove in your heart, and you will find the solace you need." Elara felt tears of gratitude welling in her eyes. "Thank you," she whispered, her voice filled with emotion. "I will cherish this gift always." The dream began to fade, and Elara felt herself being gently drawn back to the waking world. She awoke beneath the ancient oak, the first light of dawn casting a soft glow through the trees. The forest was quiet, its magic a subtle presence that she could now feel in every breath, every heartbeat. Elara rose to her feet, feeling a sense of renewal and purpose. She knew that her journey was far from over, but she also knew that she would carry the peace of Eldoria with her, a source of strength and comfort in the days to come. As she made her way back to the edge of the forest, she took one last look at the ancient trees, the shimmering leaves, and the gentle stream that had welcomed her. With a heart full of gratitude and a spirit light with hope, Elara stepped out of Eldoria and into the world beyond. She walked with a newfound sense of direction, knowing that no matter where her path led, she would always have a place of peace and magic to